Oh, that freaked me out. I didn't know if it was my back spasming or. I was like, oh no, it's happening here right now. Oh, I'm sorry. That's in the spot I can't reach. I know. I'm gonna get back to right tomorrow. It's hot.
I have that effect. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering with us this evening. Honored inductees. My name is Jared Blydry, and I would like to take this time to personally thank everybody for coming out, supporting the students, as I know you do, and we are honored to have you all here. A couple housekeeping reminders before we get into everything. You will find exits on your right and your left. In the case of an emergency, please don't trample anybody on the way out the door. Just head in that general direction. If you would kindly take all of your cell phones and place them on silent, because that's embarrassing. Yes. And so I'd like to take this time to introduce our stage members. So we have the PTK Rho Lambda officers present with us. We have Kayla Novak, the chapter president. Mary Gibbons, the chapter treasurer. Dr. Roman. Haley Dobbs, our e-librarian. Anna Hazelrig. Dean Christy Morgan. Board of Trustee member Carol Losey. Our honored guest speaker, Mr. Trace Morrill. Our president, Dr. Justin Hoggard. Vice President, Dr. Bird. Vice President of Academics, Dr. Drayon Johnson. And Mr. Mark Smith. So hello inductees, families, friends, and honored guests. Welcome to the Fall 2023 induction ceremony for the Rho Lambda chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, National Honor Society at Coastal Bend College. I'm Jared Blydry, I'm the Dean of Career and Technical Education. It is an honor to be a part of the Phi Theta Kappa induction ceremony. Please accept my congratulations to all of you for earning the invitation to become part of this honor society, and my congratulations for accepting that invitation. Thank you to the PTK Induction Committee members, and for that, Dean Mark Secord of Academics.
Good evening. As you can see, a lot of attention, a lot of effort went into setting up the venue for tonight. You can see they did a beautiful job. Would the PTK Induction Committee please rise and be recognized? You guys can stay seated. Yes, thank you for all of your efforts. It is now my great privilege to introduce our president, Dr. Justin Hoggard.
Thank you, Dean Secord. Normally, I would say, 5 to 25, 35 minutes. I'm just kidding. We do have I have to introduce a very long-winded speaker today, and I don't want to take up any of his time. It's precious, trust me. But on a serious note, thank you, students, for being part of Phi Theta Kappa. This is a long and storied organization. It is specifically for community colleges. It is, in my opinion, I don't know how much that counts, I'm just saying in my opinion, it is probably the most important for a community college. It is the National Honor Society for community colleges. The past 2 years, we've had the opportunity to take the officers to the national convention, and it's really, this is not a presidential word, but I'm just going to tell you, it's really awesome to see young, old people all excited about education and celebrating themselves, their communities. Phi Theta Kappa is a leadership organization as well. It is steeped in the notion of servant leadership. We do. These folks up here do what they do. And the judge does what he does because we believe in giving back and working for people. So this is an introduction for you all.
But not to mention, don't forget, there's scholarships involved.
Throw that out there. Thank you all for taking the challenge. We look forward to great things.
Thank you all for joining us.
Hello. As I was previously introduced, my name is Haley Dodds. I'm an e-librarian for CBC, and I am very excited and very honored to be able to join this band of advisors starting next fall. Just wanted to reintroduce our PTK officers as they will be involved in this ceremony today. We have Kayla Novak, our chapter president, Mary Gibbons, our chapter treasurer, Amber Renhel could not be here today, but she is our chapter vice president, and also not here with us today, Lou Suarez, who is our chapter secretary. I am going to invite our chapter president, Kayla, up to the
Okay, so hi, my name is Kayla Novak, and I'm the current president for the Rhode Lambda chapter here at PTK in CBC. Honored president, directors, deans, and administrators, family, friends, and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for membership in our honor society. These students have fulfilled all requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, and service and fellowship as their hallmarks. I recommend them for acceptance into the Rhode Lambda chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. You are about to be inducted into the Scholarly Fellowship, which embraces community college, not only of your own state, but of the nation and the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is Rho Lambda. After induction, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Today is a milestone, and it tells you how far you've come. Keep learning, keep trying, keep accomplishing, and keep venturing on through your journey. Here is the torch, or otherwise our candle, which is the symbolic of knowledge, which is the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment. Here is the white rose, signifying purity and beauty of life, with its white bud signifying intellectual associations. This is the emblem of Phi Theta Kappa. It consists of a gold flag, keyed at the top and bottom. The golden field, like the escutcheon of our coat of arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society folk to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have a further significance to our society. For it shall represent that nobility attained by those who achieve intellectual leadership. Across the spire, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideals which bind us together, and the cultural self-control, which is necessary foundation for true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background are the three Greek letters, which are the initials of the Greek words meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Behind the band is a wreath, on one side composed of oak leaves and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is the representation of the head of Athena, a symbol of learning. In the base appear the Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for membership of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. This badge stands as a symbol for the high idealism of our organization and membership in our select group. The scholarly ideals among its members and its principles are embodied in the Greek letters, which stand for wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been fully revealed to you, you may now come to complete the pledge which admits you into complete fellowship.
So we're going to get ready here in just a bit to do the lighting and all of this. But at this time, I want to take just a second before we introduce our guest speaker. I'd like to acknowledge, aside from the stage party here, we have members of faculty and staff with us over here. We're trying to hide and be inconspicuous. But, and I don't know, how did Dean Jones manage to slide off in the corner? Yeah, she's not been up here on the stage, so we're going to talk about that later. But these folks that work at the college and people that do public service, it's a calling. And that's why this year at our graduation ceremonies, we will be bidding adieu to Mr. Carolosi, who has pretty much spent his adult life working on boards in public service. He has served Coastal Bend College as a board trustee for 24 years. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Wow. Yeah, 24 years. Mr. Losi was the chair when I was hired here, and he's been a very valued friend and mentor. But also part of the crew that brought me here as president 5 years ago was this lawyer named Trace Morrill. Then he was just Trace, now he's Judge Morrill. I will let you read his bio, but I want to tell you about Trace as a friend. When he takes over as the county judge, I think it's fair to say, Judge, that was your first time as county judge? It was, yes. My first time as president, and we got walloped with COVID. He showed tremendous leadership, and he was very collaborative, and it was a new role, and there was so much going on, and the challenges, and to have somebody who cares about the community as much as Judge Morrill does, and who has committed his life to serving on boards, and it's not, it's about the service to the community, whether it's economic development, and economic development impacts every one of you. The more businesses we bring in, the better life we have, the better restaurants and stuff we can do, and things like that. But also the hospitals and the school boards and our college board, and I'm certain I'm missing so many other, I know Dr. Bird serves on the a water district. When he has his meeting every month, he says he's going to go get waterboarded. Okay, that one went over. I know your audience. We're younger. Okay. Anyways, when I was asked if I had anybody to speak tonight for this, the first person that come to mind that I knew wasn't going to charge me a lot of money was Judge Morrill. Seriously, he is a fantastic leader. He appears to be a fine father. And this guy loves soccer too. He brought his family when we made the national championship, a great supporter of the college. And having somebody to work with you, to mentor you, who I can call up and say, Judge, can you help me out? Is for me a wonderful experience, but also knowing that he serves us and for our best interests. And in my mind, I think he's an exemplar of what servant leadership is. So with that, I would like to introduce Judge Trace Morrill.
Well, I can't follow that. And I certainly can't live up to all of those kind words. Thank you, Dr. Hoggard. And thank you to your administration as well as to the leadership of Rho Lambda Chapter of PTK for allowing me to spend a few moments to address the audience tonight. I'd also like to express my gratitude to all the students that are present here this evening, as well as the parents and family members that are in the audience for bearing with me. And I have everything written down, and I will keep my comments brief. It's a little surprising that Dr. Hoggard would invite me to do this. I don't know if he did this before or after the last time I gave a presentation. It was before? Yes, sir. And it's unfortunate for y'all and for him. The last time I gave a 30-minute presentation in an hour and 20? Maybe an hour and 20 minutes, but I'll be much more brief for y'all tonight because I'm sure you have other things you'd like to do than listen to me. Let me begin by throwing out a quote. This is from J.K. Rowling. I'd like to be relevant. Somebody that maybe y'all have read before. In one of her novels, she wrote that it matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. Now, she's British, so the wording is clunky and doesn't make a lot of sense to us. It would sound better with a British accent. But the point is the same. It doesn't matter who you were born. It matters what you grow up to become. Each PTK member and each of the inductees that are here tonight are living in that quote right now. Each inductee before us tonight, they have their own story to tell of how they found themselves at Coastal Bend College, their own motivations, their goals for attending. They may have wildly dissimilar Coastal Bend experiences, even. But where their paths all converge is here, tonight. You've put in the time and effort, and you've achieved success as a result. It's a good feeling, right? It's good. You should feel proud. You should be happy to have this conferred upon you. This is a notch in your belt, a feather in your cap, something that you can put on your resume. This is a personal benefit to you. And the only reason that you have it is because you put in the time, the effort, and the work to achieve that. So congratulations to each of y'all. This is a win. It's a win for your family, your friends, and your instructors, for all those silent supporters in your corner, those that are rooting for you, believing in you no matter how often you stumble and fall, picking you up and urging you to continue. Although we all are on our own individual journey through life, no one walks alone. And as future CBC alums, I can assure you, you will never walk alone. And if there's any football fans among you, you probably know what club that is from. But, inductees, you're doing more than merely attending CBC. You are excelling. And excellence leads to opportunity, to growth, and to greater responsibility. That's the way the world works. When you do well, you're rewarded with the opportunity to do more, to shoulder more, to step up, and to lead. Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric, said that before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. You need look no further than your Rho Lambda chapter leadership. That could be you. I encourage you all to seek out leadership opportunities now, not sometime in the future. Because now is the time. And it can be challenging and frustrating, and there will be days when you just don't want to. But you must. Not for me, or CBC, or your family, but for you. Heed the call. Because every single person you see in leadership positions, from small rural communities like ours to the nation's capital and industry, they all have in their past a series of failures, of mistakes, and of setbacks. But they also possess a stubborn refusal to give up. I believe there is no better indication of success in life than hard work and determination. We live in times of extraordinary opportunity. The only question you must ask yourself is, what do I want? As I was preparing my comments for tonight, I kept returning to the fact that I, too, greatly benefited from community college. I attended a year of university, and it did not go well, which is a story for another time and not to be recorded. I was adrift. I entered Pima Community College in Tucson, Arizona. They gave me a shot at redemption. They got me back on track. My time in community college is a core part of my own personal story. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so proud that B County is the home to one of the best community colleges in the nation. Thank you. Yeah, I would clap for that as well. I mean it. I really mean it. I hope you all understand and recognize just how fortunate you are that you landed at Coastal Bend College. Not only for the opportunities that you have today, but for the opportunities that they can provide, for the support that they can continue to provide to you all throughout your career. I also wanted to mention service. Service to your community, be it here on campus or your hometown, or wherever you find yourself. All community leadership starts with service. Finding
ways to transition your education and leadership efforts in a way to improve the world around you, no matter how minor it seems, is what being a member of society is all about. As leaders, y'all, we look to you and we learn by watching you, by how you conduct yourself. What are you doing to make the world a better place? I challenge you
to find meaningful ways to give back to your community. Oftentimes, it will be to just participate, just show up. Be a part of a group working to improve the lives of those around you. Now, I need to warn you, this is a slippery slope.
Because once you start, you'll find it so personally rewarding, you'll want more. And that's great, because we need not just your college or your town, but your state, the nation, the world. To the new inductees, please take a moment right now and look around.
Look at each other. No, you physically have to do it. Look at each other. You will all make an impact on others in your life.
All you need to decide is whether that impact is for good. Winston Churchill said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Give freely of your time, your talents, and your presence." Henry David Thoreau wrote, "Not only must we be good,
but we must also be good for something." Tonight is a time to celebrate your success. Tomorrow is a time to get to work. Take the knowledge that you've learned and are continuing to learn and put it to use. Take opportunities to give back to your community. Take comfort in knowing that your efforts will not go unnoticed. And take pride, not only in who you are becoming, but what that person is going to be able to give back to the world. In closing, my sincere congratulations to each of you on this signal achievement in your lives. And on behalf of the entire class of inductees, to all the family, friends, instructors, and administrators that are out here supporting them this evening, thank you. I'll close with a quote from Abraham Lincoln. "Whatever you are, be a good one." Thank you.
Judge Moore, thank you. On behalf of Phi Theta Kappa, Pro-Land chapter, we would like to give you this Centennial Medallion from Phi Theta Kappa. Okay, inductees, y'all ready to make your venture to the stage in a moment? I'd like to introduce myself very briefly. My name is Christy Morgan, and I have had the honor to work as an advisor for Phi Theta Kappa since 2015 here at CBC. That's given me the privilege to work with many students who've come and gone from Phi Theta Kappa. The great thing about Phi Theta Kappa students is they graduate on time. So I usually only have about 2 years with the Phi Theta Kappa students, but each 2 years that I have with the new set is an absolute privilege, and I'm honored to be here to be able to be a part of your induction this evening. As I call your name, you're going to come up. Those of you in the audience, you've heard Mary Gibbons, our treasurer, talk about some of the symbolism of our items that are on the stage. So inductees, as you come up, the first thing you will do is sign your name in the book that's kind of on this podium between the roses. Once you've signed your name, I will have Kayla and Mary help up here. You will need to get both a candle and a rose. You'll have your picture taken, and then you'll return to your seat so that we can say the oath. Sound good? All right. And I have first, Aaliyah Moreno. Alyssa Garnida Reynosa. Ashley Gaitan. Brianna Mejia. Brody James Loya. Serena Hinojosa. Nguyen T. Nguyen. Patty Cooper. Jocelyn Martinez. Julian Alanis. Caitlin Guajardo. Kayla Jane Guerrero. Karina Inés Cantú. Kinsley Shea Stewart. Layla Jane Gangu. Lin Ji Hun. Mariela Esther Gonzalez. Mercedes De Leon. Noor Al-Numan. Orion Gonzalez. Peyton Martinez. Rachel Rothermel. Rose Scatella. Savannah Kai Moseshek. Sofia Garza. Zoe Gonzalez. And as the inductees go back to their seat, if we can give them a round of applause. It's very nerve-wracking to walk up on a stage when it's this quiet and sign your name and say, so good job, guys. You all did really, really well. I'm now going to ask all of you to stand once you have your candle lit. Don't worry, Zoe, I won't start without you. Okay, all ready? It's now time to say your PTK oath. I'll have you repeat after me. I say your name. I do solemnly promise. On this 9th day of May. To uphold the standards. Of Phi Theta Kappa. And to keep this object. And aim in my mind. And I pledge to support. My fellow members. And promise to aid them. In all worthy endeavors. You can blow out your candle and receive.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the lively fellowship of scholars it affords. I salute you for your accomplishment. You may now extinguish your candles, but never let the light go out in your hearts. I now introduce Dean Secord. Yes.
Once again, to save face, I would like to thank our induction committee for their wonderful work. Thank you. Yes, my job is to talk to the inductees a little bit about the future. Now, you are clearly on the pathway to success. So let's talk a little bit about what it takes to keep you there. And I think Theodore Roosevelt said it best when he shared the following wisdom. Here's what he said. Now listen to the words here. It is not the critic that counts. It is not the person that points out how the strong man struggled or how the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit really belongs to the individuals in the arena that strive constantly, that err and come up short again and again, for there is no effort without error and shortcoming, who know the great devotions, the great enthusiasms, who spend themselves in a worthy cause, and in the end, at the best, if they succeed, they experience the triumph of achievement. But if they fail, at least they fail by daring greatly, so their place will never be with those that are cold and timid. So you see, it's really about staying in the struggle, isn't it? It's really about the fight. Because your challenges, your struggles, what you're going to find is they really are the seeds to your future successes. And really the reality is, and we know this, when you reach for the stars, sometimes you get hit by a few meteorites. It kind of comes with the territory. But here's really what I want you to take to heart. It's not a solo mission for you, ever. Look behind me. See all these individuals? They are just a very small part of our support system. Coastal Bend College dedicates a large number of resources to one thing: student support. So I encourage you to strive valiantly, always strive valiantly. But when you err, when you come up short, if you run into one of those meteorites, please reach out. We are here to pick you up. We'll dust you off. We'll straighten your wings. We'll put you back on your path. And you can keep on flying. You can fly across the stage at graduation and beyond. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is, please remember, you are PTK. The Rolanda chapter is going to be as good as you make it. So I encourage you to be an active member, participate, support your other members, take advantages of all the opportunities, the networking, the scholarships. So please make the most of it. Congratulations. This really wraps up our ceremony for this evening, and so I invite you to join us all for some refreshments and also for photo opportunities. Thank you for your support and good evening.